Hey, what's going on? My name is Mick, and I am posting my day trading journey to YouTube, and I'm doing it with complete honesty and transparency. And today's trades, or one trade, was not super favorable. I did end up green today, and I made $75. But a couple of issues. I did go into the trade because of FOMO, and fortunately, I had a decent entry. But also, there is one other larger issue: was that the trade was not actually my idea, and I want to be completely transparent about that up front, which is another reason why I didn't really feel good about it. So we'll go through the single trade today. Made $75 on it. I took 10 MES contracts long at the end of the day today. There was a very large run up at the end of the day, and I didn't really get into my trade really until like 3:30 or 3:45. But if we kind of go over, I didn't make any trade decisions throughout the beginning of the day because I felt like we just consolidated, had a move downwards, consolidated for another hour, had a move down, and then consolidated for an hour and a half to 2 hours, made a small move. There just was no continuation here, and I didn't really feel confident in getting into any trades because, I mean, yes, you could take small scalps here, but again, I'm not feeling too comfortable just considering, this 10 point range here. And I think throughout the whole day, I mean, I think we maxed out at like a 30-point range. So what, 448 to 480. So yeah, 30 to 40-point range the entire day. And low volume all day as well. In the beginning of the day we had, but decent volume, but still it just chopped during the decent volume. And then slowly it just turned to basically nothing. It just went sideways. Nothing exciting happened until this last little run up at the end of the day. This is where the FOMO started to kick in. So I think about as we were crossing VWAP here, I started to get a little bit of FOMO, started to kind of question what I was doing. I didn't make a single trade all day. And sure enough, after we broke the value area high at 41.66, and after we had broken above basically the high for the day, which was, I had it like 41.70, almost 41.69. At that point, we broke above it. I started to look for an entry, and to be completely transparent, my idea to actually get in, I hadn't decided yet, but I was thinking about getting in, and somebody that I follow, they were showing interest in getting in a trade, and I did the exact same thing they did. And I entered, not blindly because I had an idea in my head to get long at this point, because as soon as we broke 41.70, but a part of me felt really bad for doing that. I don't take signals from anybody. I typically try to make my own trades, make my own mistakes, and kind of grow from those. But this particular one, it started with FOMO, the run up through most of the day here. And then right after the FOMO, I hopped in on a trade impulsively because a better trader than me said that they were getting in as well. So that kind of hurt. I think afterwards, yes, I made money. Yes, I made $75. It's fantastic. But, the goal here is not just to make money. The goal is to actually eventually be a decent day trader. And I'm not going to be doing that following on the heels of other successful traders and just taking their trades. I'm going to have to start developing my own program, my own system, and going on my own intuition on entering trades. More specifically, I ended up getting long on this pullback here, and I entered on the 1 minute, so I don't have the exact 5-minute candle that I entered, but I believe I entered on this here, and I exited probably when we started to slow down around 75 and made about $75 there. So overall, I kind of disappointed in myself. I was really happy for about 75% of the day where I didn't trade, and I felt good about it. Nothing was lining up. My levels weren't, I didn't see any setups that I thought really piqued my interest or did anything special. And then, the run up at the end of the day just made me feel like I was missing out. And, the run up at the end of the day, there were no decent entries. I mean, we can go right back and there's no decent entries here. This was the only decent entry, at least on a 5-minute chart, where there was a decent enough pullback for you to get long. And I mean, I did it. It just wasn't my idea. And that's what was really killing me. So being able to not be influenced by other people's trades, I've been getting pretty good at it, but just I think it was the combination of the fear missing out and having respect for this particular trader and just doing, specifically what they wanted. So I have a lot to learn, have a lot to grow from, but that was it's a green day. It is what it is. So that's all I have for you today. Peace.